Talking Heads. Hey, fellow film buffs, Englentine here for Xtreme Movie Show, and we've got a little watch party. We're going to do Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and with me, as always, we have the real Dr. VENKMAN, except no substitutes.
How's it going?
And a couple guest stars here tonight for a commentary. We got, guest stars, why not? These are little TV shows. And we've got Mr. E 2099. Did you drop the 2099?
No, I just haven't made a video in a while because a lot of stuff's been going on in my life.
I gotcha. And of course, we have Professor Pixel.
Howdy, I'm doing finger guns, but you can't tell.
But he's from 1989, Pixel.
And in the background, there is Twiddles.
Oh, that's the real guest star.
Yeah,
the one we love.
He is flying around trying to get anybody's attention, but nobody's paying attention. What can I say? So tonight we're going to be watching and talking about Indiana Jones. I think you were alive when this came out, VENKMAN, but were you conscious? Like, how old were you?
What year is this?
This is 89.
I was 4.
4 years old. Wow.
And I was watching Ghostbusters.
I was all of 19 years old when this hit. So
I wasn't even a twinkle in my parents' eyes.
I was 3 years from being born.
3 years from being born. So there you go. So you guys, did you ever get the experience of watching the Indiana Jones movies, since there were only 3 of them, watching any of the Indiana Jones movies on the big screen?
They showed it once at a drive-in that my dad took me to. The first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Well, that's good. At least you got that experience. Yeah, I recommend it. These are movies that definitely deserve the big screen experience. Even though we didn't have the big sound system, THX, Dolby, and all that for Raiders of the Lost Ark, I still think this is big screen movies. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to do a full movie commentary. Unfortunately, we can't show the film because of copyrights. We did one movie and they almost shut us down.
Yeah.
What movie was that? Raiders?
No, that was the first one we started watching. You got it taken down.
Yeah.
So the first one is on. Is it on here in I Love Comics?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
so the
definitely
first one's
here.
on there, and then the second one is on VENKMAN's channel. So everybody go to that after.
And
then we'll watch it.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about what we do is we are watching it on Netflix. It's on Netflix right now. And we're all started right at the beginning. If it says there's 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 31 seconds left. We started right at the beginning. So what we do is we encourage you to get a copy, put it on. We'll tell you when we're starting and go, and that way you can follow along with us. And if you're watching along with us, feel free to leave a comment. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's get this thing started, I think. All right. Everybody cool? Everybody ready?
I'm ready, Freddie.
All right. Start in 3, 2, 1, now.
Okay. A Paramount picture.
Yeah.
And if you have Netflix, turn on your closed caption.
Oh, look at that transition.
It almost looks like it has the Jurassic Park titles.
It does look kind of,
it does?
It looks kind of like the Jurassic Park titles.
It's the same fonts.
Okay.
At least similar fonts.
And this is River Phoenix, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, too bad on him. He died of a drug overdose in the 90s. Way too young.
Yup.
I think
he's a Joaquin Phoenix's brother, isn't he?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think what Leonardo DiCaprio became, he could have been. I think we were going to see him explode. I mean, he was already famous, but I think he was going to really explode. Allison Duty. I seen that rock in other movies, and it looks like the Wile E. Coyote's about to come up and push it over on the Roadrunner.
That or the Lone Ranger.
It looks like it was just put there by Acme Rocks.
Right, yeah, the one in the background.
Oh, the dildos in the background? Yes.
Well, those
Sean Connery
as Henry Jones, Professor.
I think they're only they're not that far apart. Like they're only like 5 or 6 years difference in age.
That's just confusing because Indiana Jones, his real name is Henry, isn't it? He's Henry Jr.?
Yeah, we find out in this movie that his name's Henry.
Because I remember from the books, I was like,
we named our dog Indiana. Yeah. But we'll talk about that later. So as we do go, I've got goofs and I've got trivia waiting.
What are these, the Boy Scouts?
Yep.
Yeah, you see,
These don't look like the Boy Scouts that I was in.
well, yeah, it's because they're all boys.
what?
So Harrison Ford
That's
Harrison Ford picked River Phoenix to play him as a teenager because they worked together on Mosquito Coast. And Phoenix said that he didn't really base his portrayal of Indiana Jones' character on Harrison Ford, but he observed him so he could get some of his nuances.
This is what, the 1920s?
It would have to be, yeah.
Yeah, because 1939 is when Raiders of the Lost Ark is.
Yep.
So
Fedora is how the captions describe. The one
They even call him Fedora.
that is the cleanest looking bricks I've ever seen in a cave. They almost look like they were created in,
To be fair, future Indiana Jones just basically copied this guy's whole aesthetic.
Yeah, that does kind of make us have to look at Indiana Jones on this. It's not like he's an original. He saw this guy in a cave and decided, I'm going to be exactly him.
I mean, he added the whip.
Okay, he's got the whip, yeah. Have you guys ever been in a cave?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do not recommend wearing a leather jacket anywhere inside of a cave if you don't have to.
I don't recommend going in a cave in general if you're claustrophobic. I learned that one.
Howdy, Maverick.
Small spaces, not good.
Did you hear what he just said? It's only a snake.
Yep.
It's only a snake.
It belongs in a museum.
Well, that's what this opening sequence does. It basically gives us all of Indiana Jones's quirks.
Right.
His entire character was developed in a single day. Afternoon, really.
He's got a thing.
Trying to see if any of those the goons.
I love this line because this is the way I feel about life. Everybody's lost but me. I love that line. Everybody's lost but me.
No, I always look to see if I recognize all those guys from anything else. The ones that are playing the goons. Because sometimes when people take off and they just look, you don't really notice them.
And the horse laughs at Indiana Jones.
Man, I want to go back and watch the young Indiana Jones. I miss those. That's what I grew up
The
on.
one that sticks out clearly in my mind is the one with Theodore Roosevelt, where Indiana Jones didn't want to hunt animals. And Theodore Roosevelt basically comforted him. He was like, it's okay, boy.
Man, I love this time period right here with the cars, the trains, all this stuff. This is like my favorite era.
Yeah, aesthetically it is.
It sucks if you got syphilis. I mean, if you got diseases, good luck. But
What are the odds of that train coming by just when he needs it?
100%.
It's a movie mystery.
Yeah, those are real giraffe. Why? I always wanted to do this when I was young. I not go into a reptile cage, but to run on top of a train while it was moving. I always wanted to do that when I was a kid.
Yeah, but then you realize that you most likely just fall off. I always wanted to hop a train when I was a kid. I always wanted to hop a train.
Yeah.
And that explains his entire reason for fearing snakes. Right
I would be like this too, but they're garter snakes. It's not; those are not dangerous snakes.
It doesn't matter when you're covered in them, Englentine.
And when is that your shirt?
By the way, if you ever get a chance to be bitten by a snake, pass.
There you go. There's one right there.
What are you doing? It just looks like so much fun.
Right? That's a guy with a spear with a horn on the end.
Oh.
After the missed ball shot, the rhinoceros just gives up.
Right?
I guess it figured 3 hits. That's enough.
I like the way he falls back because it's very reminiscent of Indiana Jones in the fight with the big Nazi near the airplane.
Right? The lion.
Yeah. Oh, this is really cool because Harrison Ford was in a car wreck that gave him a scar on his chin, and River Phoenix doesn't have a scar on his chin, so they went ahead and explained why Indiana Jones has it right here. There you go.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
That whip.
That's not green screen at all.
No.
What are you talking about? Actually, it's not bad green screen, tell you the truth.
Magic caboose.
Turn up more.
Oh, that's neat.
And once again, can we point out that John Williams is a freaking genius?
Oh,
the score is just amazing.
That doesn't even have to be said. It just is.
What I could just listen to. I have just listened to the music. What am I talking about? In Greek. Everybody should have a really fat friend. And everyone here does. Except for me.
Rob has one.
Yeah, Rob has one. Yep.
Press charges. He grabbed the grave.
Well, they probably paid for the digging site, and then of course he's on the digging site, and he stole the property. You know, Sure, it might go to a museum, but some museums buy stuff like this, and it would belong to the person who paid for the right to dig in that area.
There's the villain, the Nazi.
Except for he's not a Nazi. He's just a businessman who dug up, and for his troubles. Oh, and by the way, this guy's got a cheek scar, while Indiana Jones has a chin scar. Indiana Jones has nothing original.
I don't think Indiana Jones intended to have a scar.
I love the transition here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Then he gets punched again.
See, all this guy did was be a businessman. And he's going to get blown up for it.
Wouldn't that guy be really old, too?
I guess he's older.
So do you.
What, by 3 years?
I mean, we saw him outside of a window, and it's not.
Imagine Indiana Jones was probably like 16 or 17 when that happened. That guy looked like he was at least in his 30s.
That guy does not look like he's in his 30s.
No, I meant before when Indiana Jones was young, before the transition to this. That's what I'm saying. The age gap is weird now. Like they gave him a cane.
Oh,
make him look older.
Don't lose the. There you go. I'm gonna have to mute myself because I'm about to sneeze, and I don't want to put you all through that. So, just fair warning.
Do 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 do.
Beautiful music. Beautiful.
See this movie and like and Tomb Raider also. They gave birth to all these games, like the Uncharted, all the action adventure stuff. Stuff you'd want from a game. I would love to see it in Indiana Jones game like they do with Uncharted. You know, they've done one in the PS2, but they've never done anything since then. I would love that.
The Wii had a.
Yeah, it had one. I think that was the one on the PS2. You could just download it off the Nintendo, whatever we call it, because it was a Sega, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was Sega. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but I want a modern like for the PS4 or something. Awesome.
Well, yeah, but they're never going to do anything with the Indiana Jones franchise again because they realize that would be a mistake.
They're working on number 5.
Oh man, look,
we know this. I know this.
Did you guys see that? No, did you catch that? Not only was there a girl looking at him, there was a guy sighing.
Ah, well, he is that dreamy.
That'd be Ingleton. Tell me some more, Dr. Jones.
Tell me more, Harrison Ford. Sean Connery was asked, what's the difference between James Bond and Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones said that he would have slept with the female students. Sean Connery said James Bond would have banged the female students.
Jeez.
He would have danced like a doctor does.
Little mistake here is that the books that are on the desk
changed.
They haven't been published yet. They were published in 1961.
I'm trying to see what they are. Livingston? Was it Livingston?
Bird, shush.
It's quiet now.
My treat.
See, there's a guy at Terry. He's all excited.
So what's with that girl just staring with her head to the side? That's the one in the blue.
The blue? Yeah.
Yeah. With the
she
blue
looks like... Doesn't she look like Marion?
She's like head tilted staring. It's creepy as hell.
She looks like Kristen Allen, or whatever it is. The one that played Marion, the first one. A little bit.
Geez, at that point, you think he'd do something to make himself
No, and the comic
not
book,
as appealing.
dude. Once you get the comic books, they show you this back room he's in here, and they actually do some more stuff.
Well, right now we are with, if you go to Netflix, get to the point where there's only 1 hour, 50 minutes left with 45 seconds. And he's just escaping his classroom after being assaulted by the students.
Just jumped out a window.
Now he's being watched.
Not by the students this time, though.
Would you need to come with us?
You need to come with us.
Spooks. I guess. Senator
Walter Donovan.
No relation to Donovan, who sings the songs of Atlantis.
Ooh, it does interest him.
It's only one half of the tablet.
Oh, I'd be very interested in something like that if somebody showed me and they said it was, so many 100 years old.
Yeah.
Not me, because I can't read that language. Do you have an English translator anywhere?
It's still history right there in front of you.
Yeah.
I don't have to understand it to know its
If
significance.
you're hungry.
I was going to say a bit. What does it say? Subscribe to Engleton.
Yeah, I did make that trip, didn't I? Oh.
And now Indiana Jones is truly interested.
Uh-huh.
Are those like fake buildings in the background?
Well, yeah, more than likely they're on a set. Yeah.
Some poor guy made all that and they just tore it down after this movie, just destroyed it. 16 hours.
Unless they found a room that they could film in.
Yeah,
that's a natural, but considering buildings would have changed over time.
Yeah. Man, when Connor did it in the 60s, or Diamonds Are Forever, when he was coming out of the building, that was like, that was a set. But I mean, like, everything around him was all like panoramic vision recorded. Actual footage. It was green screen.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a bit of an Indiana Jones watch party. We're watching it on Netflix. Unfortunately, we can't show any of it or they'll shut us down. We tried doing that once before. So grab your copy or put on Netflix. We are watching as the Indiana Jones and what was his name? The bad guy that we're going to find out he's the bad guy later.
Walter Donovan.
Walter Donovan are talking over a tablet about the Cup of Christ. And we are with one. If you go to Netflix, it says 1 hour and 46 minutes or 47 minutes left. But
lost for 1,000 years.
Okay, so I saw this first time in the theater. This was a great summer too because it was like we had Star Trek 5, which is awesome. RoboCop 2. This
was it Return of the Jedi?
It was no, that was far before. This. But it was an amazing summer. When did you first see it? Like, what year was the first year you guys first saw it?
Oh, for me, I still on VHS. I probably saw it when I was probably like 11 or 12.
What year was that?
For me, that'd be on like 96.
Okay, how about you, bro?
I am trying to look it up. I'm trying to because I saw it
Mm-hmm.
about 2007.
Wow. Almost 20 years after. Mr. E, how about you? Oh, his mic's in.
No. Did you see this first, or did you see Ghostbusters 2 first?
Whichever one came out in the theaters first. I was working in a movie theater, United Artists, behind Wet and Wild. It's now a Ministry or something like that.
Yeah, because I think Ghostbusters was July or June.
Yeah. But yeah, I was working at theater, so we saw everything.
You work at a movie theater now, don't you?
Well, you guys did the top years, top 10s of the 80s, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So,
and this definitely made the list. What we didn't do was what we did with the 2010s, and that's where
individual years.
I gathered everybody's countdown so we could see what was the best. So if you haven't done it yet, go and give us your top 10 of every year of the 80s. Go give us the top 10 of the 90s. Go give us the top 10 2010s. Yeah, this definitely appeared high on our list. It's one of the best films of the 1980s.
So do you get to see all the movies now, England?
If I want, I can go out. You know, we get free tickets. I just took my daughters to see the My Hero Academia movie, which I've got to remember to do some reviews here. I've got a whole back catalog of reviews for this channel. Yeah. Doing okay?
Hello, Happy Dinosaur 8000.
How do you do?
Happy day to you.
Welcome. We are watching. They just found out that Indiana Jones' father's house got ransacked. They were looking for the diary. It's got 1 hour, 43 minutes left. So if you want to jump on Netflix, join us at this mark. And
for 43 seconds.
Yeah, and join the conversation. Unfortunately, we can't share the video because of copyright strikes. I actually tried it. I showed a little bit too much and they shut us down when we did the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes, you're flashing people.
Yeah, so I was flashing way too much. Yes.
That is a huge mess. But look at that fan, though. I want one of those. Bet you last forever.
One of those metallic fans?
Yeah.
We had one, actually, and we were always told, don't get your hands near it. Don't get your hands near it. Like, why wasn't... I understand plastic wasn't invented up to a certain point. Definitely not then, but why? It just seems, okay, make a lot of little holes instead of those big, you could chop off your finger holes.
Right.
Well, they wanted the airflow to be.
It's like the space heaters that wouldn't turn off if it got too hot, which caused a lot of fires when we were younger.
Man, I love these map transitions.
Me too. Italia. Never been.
Sicorna.
I hope the 5th Indiana Jones is somehow better than the last one. That we don't accept its existence.
It's number 4.
Yeah, I like the way you say somehow, like that's a huge hurdle to leap over.
Well, I mean, I don't know how they will get it better. It's late. I'm tired. Jeez.
Uh-huh. Allison Duty. Her name's Duty.
Elsa Schneider.
She was in this.
She doesn't look it.
A View to a Kill, Major League. She's
Beauty
still
Kill You.
she's been working. Let's see. Last thing I can remember seeing her in.
Oh, Major League. She was the owner when they shut down the team.
Yeah.
She wanted to sell it.
Let's see. The last movie that I remember seeing that she was in was Major League 2 in 1994. Waking the Dead. No.
Oh yes, the library scene is my favorite out of all the movies. The puzzles.
Looks like a converted church.
I love those staircases.
Oh, they're very nice. Yeah.
Well, all the beautiful craftsmanship, you know. Nowadays, you don't really see that as much. People, like I said, people keep changing everything, the styles.
My dad's not.
In a museum is where I saw it.
Can't believe he's reading his dad's diary.
Now, what's funny is he's doing this, the diary. This is what Nathan Drake does in the first game. He has a little sample book of all it sketches.
Oh, he's got it in the third one too.
Yeah. I just love that though, because they take from this stuff here and like it's you know, it's like Indiana Jones. You're still getting the same kind of adventure stuff, you know. You would.
Yeah, Uncharted, the movie that should have Nathan Fillion playing Nathan Drake.
Don't tell me he's too old. He can have a son if he wants to. Just not be able to Shia LaBeouf.
4, 7.
You have to rotate the columns.
Funny because, of course, in the classroom, he specifically says that X very rarely marks the spot.
Also, for those who are Nathan Fillion fans, check out The Rookie. Great show on ABC, you know. Still going strong.
Nathan Fillion did a TV show y'all might not have heard of. It's called Firefly.
Ages ago, 2003 or 2002.
I know, right? It's really good. Yeah.
Oh, they lasted a season, right?
I think so. Yeah. Awesome TV show.
Screw you, sci-fi. Screw you.
Sci-fi. It
Yeah,
was Fox.
Even my wife knows about that one. I'm sorry. What'd you say? Firefly was I. Now, to what degree of I did it land? Like high degree of I, or is it low degrees of I? Firefly's awesome.
I love the little guy. He's like, what's going on?
Well, I wonder, okay, so the rats try to escape the fire. Do any of them go up into the library now? Because there's a big hole in the floor. I know they escape into the one room with them, but do any of them actually make it out around it? That reminds me of the Florida swamps. So what's the deal with
This
putting
one's grossing me out.
the heads
There's
in the hole like that?
The word you scared you off, I guess. I don't know. The monks?
I guess so, maybe. Or maybe like whoever it is, whatever lord was buried there, maybe it's their servants.
Yeah.
Okay, never carry your gun like that walking down the stairs. If you trip, you blow your freaking brains out. That is He's holding the gun like right next to his head.
Why isn't it just holstered?
And you got brain damage.
That's why.
Okay, have a minute. I love the Ark music coming up when they see the picture of the Ark. Did you hear that?
Here he goes.
Sorry, back. I had a call that I had to answer.
Bathroom. Wild.
Nature's call. Yes, that's right.
Indiana Jones, when nature calls.
Have you seen Into the Wild yet?
Call of the Wild? No, I have not.
Call of the Wild. Sorry.
No.
Into the Wild. That's another movie.
I can't watch that movie because of God.
Because of God. Why?
Because God told me not to.
I can't do it because I just chose not to.
It's against my religion. Actually, I just haven't watched it. I do want to see it.
That movie.
You don't want to watch the hey, I'm Harrison Ford and this is my training promo. I'm ready for Indy 5. Please.
It's Indiana Jones and his dog. Indy.
Okay, so I have carried a torch like that, and I have carried a torch that was wrapped up in cloth. What happens is, as it burns, parts of the cloth fall. You'll actually hear a vip, and then it'll fall. So if they're in a whole bunch of oil, they've already lit themselves on fire. Best not to ask nor me tell why I needed a torch and why I was in such a dark place.
It's the Fez crew.
Fezzes are cool.
Run! It's the Fez. Ha! Okay.
It's the Fez life for me.
At least Indy doesn't hate rats.
Oh
gosh. What are you doing?
So these were bred specifically for the movie because the how fast rats grow.
And then they didn't feed the rats for a while. So they're hungry.
Which explains all the skeletons. It's actually all crew members.
Yes, that's what it is.
2,000 rats were bred for the production. They had to be bred specifically as ordinary rats would have been riddled with disease. So that's also, yeah. So there you go.
Key fact: someone did pee in that water. Didn't tell anybody.
You can actually see what you just said, England team.
She made a duty in the water.
Oh, it's falling off.
That's what she said.
Yeah, see? Look at the torch. They're supposedly in oil. So
I thought they were in water.
There was a whole bunch of oil in it. I thought that was the story, right?
And then he pops right up. Man, he's getting so
really excited.
Oh, wouldn't you be though? This is like the ultimate scavenger hunt right here. You're going for the Grail, and it's like one more clue. It's one
just like your father getting as a schoolboy.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do with my father? You.
Yeah, see, these guys throw the match in and it just lights on fire because of the oil in the water. He mentions it beforehand. But they've been dropping fire for the longest time now.
I don't know. Maybe.
All the rats were killed in this scene right here. They're bred to be killed. But wouldn't they still, because they're going underwater? They're still oil. Here comes all the rats.
Okay, now mind you, this is water that they were literally walking in, and now all of a sudden it's deep enough for him to swim.
Maybe he's really shallowly swimming.
Yeah, granted, it got to her chest, but he's a little bit taller.
Yeah. The sewer great.
If I went to Italy, I would want to do this in my vacation like
Dude.
bust up through a sewer in a restaurant.
This reminds me of Ghostbusters 2 when they're getting out of the
Yeah.
cover. Oh, excuse me. Where are their little Shiner cars? The Shriners drive around.
Did we say hello to Tillium?
Hey, to Helium. No, I'm actually watching the movie. I didn't see anybody jump on. How do you do? Hello, hello. Remember, we are watching Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Join the conversation. We are at 1 hour, 30 minutes left on Netflix, and they are being chased in the boat. The boat chase just started. I guess I could do at least this much.
Just for like 1 second.
We are right here.
Stop. No. Stop. Okay.
Okay. See, we're done. We can breathe now. Light
Yeah.
goes on. And if the live stream stops, we all point and blame Englanting.
Go between them. Are you crazy?
Don't go.
By the way, no matter who throws the punch in Indiana Jones movies, all punches sound the same. Whether it's a kid, whether it's woman, or whether it's 6 foot tall Harrison Ford, all punches sound the same.
Movie magic.
Same with the guns. All the guns are big time, explosive things. We were stupid. Oh.
This is just fantastic.
Most of the weapons used in this movie are not yet invented.
Now we get to the Sean Connery, remember, in the boats? Was that Connery or was that Roger Moore? Roger Moore. That's what it was, yeah. I saw those are some big rudders. I saw on the propellers on the sisters, supposed to the Titanic. Those things are huge. Like they're
not yet, Maranya. We are at, if you're watching on Netflix, 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 46 seconds left.
Basically, the boat is being eaten by the big ass other boat propeller. Jars.
My soul is prepared. The Brotherhood, the cruciform sword. Oh. Ow. It belongs in a museum. I don't know. You seem pretty excited when you saw the pass of the Cup of Christ.
I'm shocked that boat scene is so floating. So bad. That's a good paper. Didn't lose any markings. Must be wax paper.
It does look like it is. Something like that.
You guys got any saran wrap? No, that won't work.
And he's just chilling there in a robe.
So the character Fedora, played by Richard Young, was in the script originally named Abner Ravenwood, Marion Ravenwood's father and Indiana Jones's mentor.
That would have been cool.
That would have been a good circle.
It's all connected. They're more excited about this than they were the Ark. And his room is in.
All right, guys, I'm back. Where are we?
Right now, Indiana Jones just discovered somebody had been rifling through his room. We're at the 1:24:30 mark. 1 hour, 24 minutes, 30 seconds left. So one of the Joneses could have melted a candle over the paper to make it shocker, wax paper. I do remember the Diet Coke commercial that was based on later events in the movie, says Maranya.
All right, I'm at 1:23:27.
Okay, you're a little bit ahead of us by about a minute. All right, Maranya is not watching, just here to support and comment with the context clues you guys talk. Yeah, we're the hardest thing when you're watching or doing a watch party and a comment party about a good movie. The danger is we just start watching it and you get a whole video of
yeah. Alpha.
Because we cannot show the movie.
Get your mic, bro.
I'm sorry, just shuffling things around. I got into a big fight with someone I used to call my sister.
Oh, yeah, that happens. I've got Jack as a brother. Trust me, I've been there.
Dare you kiss me?
And then she kisses him.
All right, now I'm at the gondolier.
Okay,
Yeah, you're a bit ahead. We're 1:23:10.
They're
Allison Duty's trying to seduce
him.
And now
trying.
Yeah,
that's not trying.
Oh, she is not a bad looking lady.
Here comes the map.
She is far from a bad looking lady.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the stupid map.
Stupid map.
No, I think I might be a bit behind.
All right. The castle
just
now.
reached the castle.
Creepy castle. We just saw lightning strike.
Yeah, like 3 seconds behind.
Yeah, car. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's okay. 22, 21, 20, 13, 18, 17. For anyone else joining us, we're at 1:22 exactly right now.
Yep. Feel free to leave comments.
Oh man, he just sneezed on him. He could have the coronavirus.
Oh my gosh.
Were they in China? I mean, they were in Italy.
No, now they're in Scotland.
He's doing a
I completely forgot about this. And
I love this.
The original line is Jesse Owens, but there was a fear that general audience wouldn't know who Jesse Owens was, so they changed it to Mickey Mouse.
Was that behind the scenes, or did they change it in the movie?
No, they changed it. He actually said the line, "I am Jesse Owens," but they redubbed Mickey Mouse over it because they figured general audiences wouldn't know who he was. So,
they're stupid.
Yeah. Well, it does write down to people. Yeah, but the whole thing
would make sense for the time period too.
Say again.
It would make sense for the time period too.
Jesse Owens.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Knock, knock. Who's there?
A lot of times when you're dealing with a movie like this, you'll get stuff like that, or they'll use a modern day name for an ancient city. Like instead of saying Siam, they might say Thailand because people understand Thailand more. But there's always stuff like that being done. I always wondered how he gets the whip off of things.
It's
like, that's tightly wound so he could swing. And then it's just like, okay, now let me take my whip.
I think a light tug might undo it. I think if you tug real hard, then it might just become taut.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot, Dad.
Gotta check this out.
Indiana Jones 4 would have been so much better if he had come back.
Oh my goodness. So Harrison Ford was born July 13th in 1942.
Oh.
And Sean Connery was born August 25th in 1930. So apparently Henry Jones fathered Indiana Jones at the ripe old age of 12. Father and son both tapped that, bet they're regretting that decision now. Nah, you only really regret the ones you didn't do. Jesse Owens at that time was a severe kick to the balls to the H guy.
I know it. Before, I kicked his corpse into the water.
Oh, dude. Sean Connery's about to hit 90.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, no, like this year, he's going to be 90.
All he had to do was cut off some guy's head. He would have restored his youth. 40 years, son. 40 years is what I get.
the way rats.
In this book?
With Dr. Jones, yes.
The way they both say yes is great.
This is a dad thing to do.
You think my son would be that stupid? Oh, he is.
I should have mailed it to the Marx Brothers. I told you. I'm a murderer, Dad. I killed a man for a cross.
Can't believe what you did.
To be fair, he killed a lot of people for a cross.
Yeah.
Dad hates rats, son hates snakes, but son's fear eats dad's fear.
I like how Indy's dad said, "You know what? Fine, shoot her. Doesn't matter.
Shoot her. She's a Nazi. Kill her."
Stupid idiot.
Alpha. Alpha.
I'll take the book now.
Evil. Hot, but evil.
Random
Would you sleep with her?
Can't. Yes.
I would.
Even though she's a Nazi?
By the way,
But she's authentic. She's not a fake one like the people.
by the way, for the next time you watch this, she moves up close, and when she pulls away, one of her hairs gets stuck in Indiana Jones's beard. So when he does that close up, you can actually see it floating around on his face. That's going to be the you will now never be able to not notice it. Watch from here on in. Dun dun dun.
Dun.
He was a Bond villain too, and a fellow 00 agent in one of the.
When I was
He played a 00 agent and a Bond villain in the James Bond movies.
When I was younger, I thought he was Aldo at first.
That'd be even more impressive if it was the same movie.
Yeah. Well, that's has happened before. Goldeneye.
Goldeneye. I'm gonna start singing a song now.
I've been watching the old Bond movies lately, and the amount of times it ends on a boat is shocking.
Mm-hmm.
I still like the old Bond films for how campy they were.
That's because being on the water is the international symbol for sperm. Let's see. Back when this movie was cast, they went with shocker talent, says Maranya. Lee J. Cobb played William Holden's father in Golden Boy. He was 6 years older. Yeah, that's happened quite a few times, I guess. Dad hates rats, son hates snakes, but son fear eats dad's fear. Interesting symmetry there. Huh. That's a weird thing to think about. I like the chicken feathers on the side of his face. It just adds to it, you know. He can disappear, and he's got chicken feathers. Like, what happened to him? Because he's
Isn't the guy from Raiders?
It's like he got raped by a chicken.
Isn't that the guy from Raiders?
Yeah.
But where are we going?
You know what? I want a little tiny red bullseye tie.
Well, if we learn from any of our movies, the guy has glasses like that and a hat. He's a Nazi.
They gave it. And
Only a villain wears those monocle glasses.
He keeps saying run.
See, he punched him through a newspaper, and still you got that same punch sound. I love how quickly a crowd gathers to watch a fight.
Fight.
Did you see everybody just kind of circle?
Mm-hmm.
truck.
You gave him to the Nazis.
We've been through this before. Okay, actually, if you're ever tied up like this, the easiest way to get out, and trust me, at first it seems like it's really harsh because, feet and body, but it's not as hard as you would think. When they fall over on their sides, that's the best time because the ropes actually do loosen. It might hurt a little bit, but then you could just wiggle.
How are you so familiar with this, England?
Dude, you and Gail.
You cannot jump into the middle of my life and expect to read a life book. It just doesn't happen, man.
Have you and Gail been tied up before?
No,
Again, I don't know.
No, not.
We're gonna avoid that. That is a touchy subject.
Alpha, why? Alpha, why have you betrayed me?
Malwich.
I'll be honest, I would probably sleep with her too, because after I did, the Nazis would just kill her for sleeping with the black guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
You'd get your revenge. Jeez. Not nearly as nice as how Austrians say goodbye.
I was gonna say he kissed him too. Have you?
That one. I like the Austrian way better.
So did I.
That would have been funny. This is how we say goodbye.
The what WTF face on Indy would have been great.
With the way that the rope lifted when they moved their shoulders, they just wiggled some. They could probably come off.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Maranya said, I'll take things I never wanted to learn about England's personal life for 1,000, Alex.
Oh, why do y'all go to sex? This wasn't about sex.
It's just what Maranya said. I was just reading it off.
Oh.
And now they're in big trouble. How did it spread that fast?
He's going to make it worse.
Former James Bond, everybody.
Now, see, with James Bond, he got some Q gadget to get out of here.
And the chair. I love the fact it's like to avoid the fires, like get in the fireplace. Which, in all honesty, does make sense. It's inflammable, you know? I love this line. Germany has declared war on the Jones boys. I love that line.
Instead of lighting a fire, why wouldn't they try to inch themselves over closer to that rack of swords?
Dad.
Into the fireplace. It makes sense.
It's all concrete. Yeah.
I want a fireplace that does that.
Just get a bookshelf.
Yeah, right?
And he keeps flipping around. Maranya said, now I did not mention the S word, England team. You went there.
Okay,
Enough
yes.
said.
You are right. You are correct. I sit corrected. Stand erected. So, anywho.
Alarm! And you're going to go back into the fire, which is a wise decision. In the decision between Nazis and fire, I guess fire is better.
Well, they are very shoot happy.
And they're free. Oh,
I think it's up there,
though. You don't see Sean Connery in too many comedic roles, and this one, and that's what this one is. He's the comedy sidekick.
Yeah, because he's the older, non-actually dead.
And it fits. He's actually pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Ooh. I need to sit down.
Secret door. Oh, there you go.
And then Indiana goes for a tumble. The solution presents itself. How many secret passageways does that place have?
2.
At least.
At least. Get on the boat.
This one's better than most. Talking about, is this a typical day for you?
Listen to Sean Connery trying to get Indy on the boat just because that's how it worked in the old days.
If they had waited a couple more seconds, they would have been going in the boat and would have had a bigger head start.
Yep. I love it. He's all like, haha, their dad's just not impressed. Should have put the goggles on first, dumbasses.
Love a good chase
scene. The only motorcycle with a sidecar.
Although I do have to say, in my experience, a lot of the ways that he uses to dispatch person on motorcycle, it's a lot more difficult. You can't do that these days.
I mean, legally or?
Yes. Connery was able to pull off the witty humor splendidly. Yeah, and I like the way he looks like he's, he's a little bit, I don't know. What I'm with that, I'm having callbacks to a certain scene in Down Periscope.
Jousting.
Basically
jousting.
Well, that voice Connery could read the old Yellow Pages and make it amusing. That's true.
Okay, that was just
considering these
convenience.
These are stunts. This is not CGI. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
One of the things that make the Indiana Jones movies great, the ones that exist, you get these live action stunts. It's not CG crap.
There's a lot of movies, like the older Mad Max movies.
Oh, heck
they
yeah.
had to do a lot of practical stunts.
Yeah. The newer one had a lot of practical stunts. There were some CGI scenes, but a lot of practical stunts. Not impressed. I love that. He keeps looking for approval, and not. See, Dad, I killed him. Well, son, I'm not impressed.
Just one? You couldn't kill 10?
Just the map.
Trust the map. Such lethal cunning. What are they? No, he can't.
Write them down.
Yes.
Back when you could beat your kids.
That's for blasphemy.
Now they beat you.
Can. You just can't tell anyone about it.
No, now it's turned around. Now the kids beat the parents.
Yeah, you can't brag about beating your kids like you could back in the day.
Understand me. I don't know. You seem pretty excited whenever it's mentioned. There's only 3 Indiana Jones movies. That's right, Maranya.
Yep.
Just like 3 Star Wars movies.
I like the prequels, but okay.
The prequels have some good parts to them.
Wow. Okay, so Indiana Jones is going to Berlin, meeting the Nazis. We're at 59 minutes left and 40 seconds. If you guys are jumping in, want to watch along, leave comments.
Yeah, they're burning the books right now. So
they are burning the books.
Don't know how well his journal will fare.
Everyone's dressed exactly alike, just like Antifa.
They seem to have a cult-like mentality, just like Antifa.
Just like Antifa.
Yeah, but they're not covering their faces like Antifa.
Does that mean that the Nazis are braver?
Just wait till the war starts. That's what they wear gas masks.
I guess that means Nazis have more balls than Antifa.
Yeah. Well, the Nazis had the power of an entire country behind them, while Antifa just has MSNBC.
That's fair.
I just think if Indy could have put on that uniform, got close to the Fuhrer, and one well-placed bullet could have saved a lot of lives.
People that say that, but I think someone else would have rose up to power just as well. There's Mussolini, all those other guys. But
Yeah, another bullet, maybe a bomb in the balcony. Just take
all
all
I
of them
have
out.
to do is scream.
and scream.
You can't escape the...
Okay, I know who this is, but if you went back in time and accidentally got something autographed by him,
It'd be worth a lot of money. You know, he's the most. It's like getting a picture from Dr. Doom.
yeah.
This book is okay because I have signed it.
And it's not signed in ink, it's signed in pencil.
That would be quite a moment.
To be fair, you probably wouldn't find someone willing to buy it, just because it is Hitler.
Well, but then again, it would also be history. I mean, that's the.
I want to look it up on eBay. See if anybody has any signatures.
No, I wouldn't do that if I were you. All of a sudden, you'll be on watch lists.
How much?
It is. I mean, it is part of history, but it's a part of history that everybody would like to just have erased.
See, I don't think that's a smart thing to do. I just don't. I think it's very important for all of this to be remembered.
Isn't the newspaper upside down?
Yes.
It looks that way. Yeah. He's reading his newspaper upside down.
Way to be inconspicuous.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work, Indiana. Get the other guy.
Have you seen this man?
Herr Jones. Herr Jones with no hair. Did his ears lower before he reacted? Did you see that? Like his ears drop before his eyes do.
No ticket. I love it.
Now this isn't a green screen either, gang. This is, you could do better on your phone than this right here. That's the mark of technology these days. Let's see. There are only 3 Indiana Jones movies. There is no 4th. Gelding Horse has more balls than that. That's true. Yeah. And you're only 12 years older. I was the next man.
Well, at least they finally bonded.
Oh, by the way, they're not wearing pants. That's why you have the big ass napkins on their legs.
Me neither.
They said that they said it was too hot, so they're both sitting in their underwear.
That's weird.
Are you kidding?
I am not joking at all.
I was kidding though. I am
They
wearing pants.
Wouldn't that be too weird? 2 grown-ass men sitting in underwear?
There are a bunch of old men that sit in saunas with
Never
a towel wrapped around them.
Never been.
Oh yeah, but the purpose of a sauna is to not wear a towel. It's to wear a towel and nothing else.
That's the scene we just saw, Maranya.
I love that line. You left just when you were becoming interesting. That's what I tell my kids all the time.
But your kids are still there.
I know this.
Dad, you don't really, you didn't hang around with us. Yeah, but now you can talk. Now you're cool. I want to spend time with you. You ruined our life, Dad. How could I? I wasn't there. It just
Another thing I did not need to know about VENKMAN for $2,000, Alex.
Well, I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you did.
Another thing I did not need to know about VENKMAN. One of the funnier scenes was when Indiana, that he wasn't wearing pants.
That was a joke. I'm not authenticating anybody today.
Yeah, it's not like Dalton, who literally he doesn't turn on his camera because he's in his drawers. We're turning around.
I didn't get my latte.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yo, the next
dun,
scene is
dun, 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 dun.
that when Harrison Ford went to Mercury flew a plane, he crashed on the golf course.
Bum, 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 bum.
I know John Williams said that after episode 9 of Star Wars that he was going to retire, or well, not retire, but stop doing music for Star Wars.
Yes.
Did he say he's going to retire fully? Just
I heard he was retiring. Like that's that.
so no John Williams for Indiana 5.
We'll
Oh,
see.
here comes the
To
best
be
part. Of the
fair, I'm
movie.
pretty sure a lot of people would be done after episode 9.
Dude, this is the best part. My favorite part right here. Shoot back, Dad. Indy, we're hit.
What happened to the 11 o'clock?
You know, the thing that kills me is in 1989, these were awesome freaking green screen effects, and now I can't help but see the dark, thick lines.
Look at
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
it was
No,
gone.
it still holds up. Look, it holds up, and it's a fun, funny movie and everything. It's just, I don't know. They got us.
Touche, Marania.
All righty. So, yeah, we are watching Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Join the conversation. We're on Netflix watching it. If you're joining us, they just got their tail blown off by the Nazis on the airplane. It's
The
49
Nazis.
minutes in.
It wasn't by the
blew
Nazis.
the tail off.
Yes, I know. I've watched it. I've seen this movie more than you have, I'm sure.
Yeah, but you said it wrong.
Just go with it, dude. Just go with it.
Yes, they're trying to.
Well, this doesn't happen to me. It happens to me all the time.
Oh, oh, poor guy. His car.
He never gets reimbursed either. There was no insurance back then.
I wonder how he got home. There was he, the farmer of all those goods.
I'm
I
sure.
wonder why that airplane's guns are so far away from each other.
I don't know. I'm sure he called AAA.
This is brilliant.
Oh.
Whoever did this scene is just freaking brilliant. Because they're like, okay, then we have the plane go in, and then we have the plane catch up to them, and they look at each other. It's freaking. I love that.
I want to know what the hell what the pilot was thinking. Flying into a tunnel.
He thought it was Mission Impossible. Wrong. Helicopter works in there, not a plane.
I think I have made grave mistake. He's also Russian now.
Yes, he joined the Nazi POTE. He's the Russian.
Yeah,
Come on
the
now,
Russian,
be a smarty.
battalion of the Nazi army.
Join up with the Nazi party.
This is something my dad would probably do on the beach.
Tuk, 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 and he gets the.
I would just do it for the hell of it. Because I hate birds. I love this. That's what Engelt's computer's gonna look like soon, covered in bird crap.
In the bird sky.
I wonder if that would actually work in real life.
Well, let's try.
I
Considering that an actual plane got taken down by birds, wasn't that the whole Captain Sully thing? That a flock of birds flew into the engines or something?
Maybe. Let's try it ourselves. I'll be in the plane with the machine gun. You get the birds in the air.
Okay. Wouldn't be the first airplane I crashed.
Something happens to Twiddles, we know who to blame. You.
Yeah, I don't care. I have like tons of those. Put it next to the other ones. I want the he wants a car. Good choice. Look at the horns on that car.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's an Aruga horn. Aruga. That's one of those things like Daffy Duck will squeeze one end and it'll blow the eardrums out.
And he's got a stereo. He's got two of them.
And yeah.
Seems like a lot for just a car.
Well, he really wanted that car.
It's 1930s dollars. Or 1940s. This would be after the first one. Germany has declared war on the Jones boys.
You believe.
Is it me or is it going in and out of focus? Am I about to have a stroke?
No, it's gone in and out of focus for me too.
Huh. Like, come on, man. I was actually, when this first started up, I was thinking, this is a really crisp.
Pixel, you should have said A at all.
Oh.
See, who needs a Batmobile when you get a tank like that?
That is the new Batmobile.
And Frank Miller's.
Stereo Hooters. VENKMAN hates birds. If something happens to Twiddles, we know who to blame now. Honestly, John Williams stopped doing music for Star Wars after episode 3. Come on, no.
We blame Jack.
Of Fate is incredible.
We blame Captain Jack's cat. Your brother.
Chef Jack.
Chef Jack. Well, Captain Jack, whatever you call him.
You're meddling with powers.
Her next was really scrawny, man. Was she a model? An actress?
Let me see. Allison Doody.
Was she an actress?
Oh yeah, that.
No, a model.
A few things, but Allison Doody, born in Dublin, 1966, in a well-off family. She is the youngest of 3 children. She was educated in convent, where she gained passion arts. Later studied at the National College of Fine Arts in Dublin, but left because she lacked motivation.
That car belonged to my brother.
There's a lot of models going into the
she was approached by a still photographer who asked her if she would be interested in modeling. She said yes. So there you go. She was a model before she was an actress. Yeah.
Because I just noticed when they shoot their hair like that, you just notice how longer.
Uh-huh.
Just who are all these people?
Who cares? As long as they keep Donovan busy. You want to talk scrawny next? Check out Gwyneth Paltrow in Iron Man 2. She honestly looked anorexic in that. Looked anorexic.
Camels.
Why did it have to be camels?
Well, of course, Sala is thinking camels because if you're going to go across the desert.
Yeah.
Messenger from God. Now, is she I'm so confused. Is she a villain or is she like, I'm here for some stuff?
Well, she was working with the Nazis. I don't think she's a good guy.
I'm just saying. Well, she looked like she was disturbed by the guy dying like that. She's like kind of sympathy. It's weird.
Maybe she's like Belloc, where he's more interested in finding the objects than saying, what the Nazis stand for.
I'm a little bit disappointed that Belloc did not return in Temple of Doom. Does it take place before Raiders?
Now that would have been interesting.
Try to hit me again.
You're laughing. I love that.
I got your horses. In the belly of that beast. I'll be playing Grimly in 11 years.
Then I'll have a belly of a beast.
It would be a good movie to do a watch party on?
Huh.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Isn't that like 3 hours?
No, it just feels that way.
Yes, it does feel that way. I just watched it for the first time like a month ago, and I did not enjoy it.
Did you watch the final cut on Netflix?
I didn't watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, that's a little longer. That's the longest one you have.
Ooh. How's the new one?
2049?
2049.
It's all right.
Okay. No, after this, we need to do oh wait. You have a set stream every Monday now, don't you, Englentine?
Are you kidding? Yeah. I was gonna say after this, we should start doing the Rocky franchise.
I was thinking we could do it on Mondays and call it Muppet Mondays and just watch the Muppet movies. See? It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, if we get started earlier, I don't care, but
moving right along.
I like this where they fire the cannon and the car flies off.
I would call it Monday Night Muppet Mayhem.
That works too.
I always wanted to do that with a tank.
Crush things.
Crush a car?
Yeah.
But you don't need a tank for that. You can just do a monster truck.
Yeah. Tank would be more fun.
I mean, I think the best part of a tank would be firing it.
Yes, I agree with that too.
I always imagine if the rock was jammed in there, it would just blow up the rock.
Junior.
Gotta admit, he looks cool riding a horse.
He does.
Yeah.
He looks cool pretty much doing
I don't
it.
imagine how you could aim well on that.
So we're watching Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, giving our comments, reading your comments. So if you have something to say about it, leave it in the chat there. We are at 36 minutes. Indiana Jones just jumped on a tank and ready to take on the Nazis. So if you're watching, we're on Netflix, and that's where we're at. Let's see. You want to talk about it next? Check out Gwyneth Paltrow and Iron Man 2. The original Blade Runner came out around the same time as Megaforce. Megaforce was not good either. Blade Runner is not a bad movie. It just isn't my cup.
Instead of Blade Runner, we'll just watch Blade.
Ah.
Now, there is some absolutely horrendous 90 CGI in Blade.
And your day's bad.
I love the CG in Blade, the first one. The blood and all stuff. It's cool. Crotch shot.
Americans fight.
So he says the American fights like a girl. If you wonder what he said in German there.
Wouldn't his face be off? Be scraped
Well,
off?
it's not touching it yet.
There you go.
Oh, it looked like it a second ago.
I love this bit too. This is some great fight choreography.
Sword. Well, it's not a remake, Maranya. It's a sequel. 2049 is a sequel, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
So, Blade Runner is fairly close to the source material. Do androids dream of electronic sheep?
Electric sheep.
Electric sheep, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. Yeah.
Sheep.
Yeah.
If I had known that title, I would have never wanted to see Blade Runner.
Indiana Jones was just a retelling of the Dora Explorer books.
What the? What are you talking?
This would be in the realm of suckdom.
Indiana Jones is just Uncharted the movie.
Damn straight. Starring Pauly Shore.
How dare you?
Don't even know who that is.
I am old. I get it. Okay, we don't have to keep going over that particular patch of road.
You call this archaeology?
How does one get off? Damn.
Like that, I guess. Where's Marcus? Ow, 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 ow. My ass is going to hurt for a week.
Yeah. And Sala to the rescue here.
It just goes on Father of Indy. feel like he should have jumped off a while ago.
He's starting to realize that.
I love his face.
Yeah.
The image of him falling looks really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wasn't good.
Yeah, we were talking about the fact that even though it wasn't great back then, but even though the green screen effects were excellent for the day, you can kind of see
the seams.
Yeah. Did somebody take a picture?
Yeah, I
That's
did.
what I heard.
Sorry.
Of Blade Runner. Let's see. Hey, Comic Works, what's up? We're watching Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. We're at the 29-minute mark on Netflix.
29 minutes. And
Indiana Jones is just climbing up a mountain after the tank battle.
And his father is already mourning him right there.
I like the fact he looks over the cliff to see what they're staring at.
Just watching it. Look at that.
Yeah, don't try to figure it out. Nobody can figure out how he got off that tank. Don't worry about it.
The plot. That's how he got off.
It reminds me of the scene in Austin Powers where he goes, "Oh my gosh, I've gone cross-eyed." He says, "Oh, don't worry about it, Austin." And then he looks at the audience and don't you guys think too hard about it either.
He just climbed his way up.
Come on, show a little background. There's that.
There's the hat.
So that's one really cool thing about the Indiana Jones movies. They are cartoons brought to life. Yeah, they are. They're supposed to be this way.
It kind of reminds me of the old Johnny Quest cartoons.
Yeah, well, and it's supposed to be like a 1930s serial. So yeah, it's supposed to be as ridiculous as it is, and it's entertaining and enjoyable, and we all love all three movies.
I could support the idea of an animated Indiana Jones series on like Netflix or something. That could be good.
So long as we get Mark Hamill to voice the Joker.
I mean, how ridiculous was the fight in Raiders where Indy is fighting that Nazi giant on the landing pad?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was also ridiculous.
I don't know how it was ridiculous, but
that is real. However, it's not in the spot that they're saying it is. I think it's in Jordan. But the thing is it's just it's an outside kind of sculpture. There is no cave. Like at the base there, going inside, that doesn't actually happen.
Yeah.
But that
remember a time when people could actually go to the Middle East?
Yeah.
You can still go. You just can't leave.
Yeah. Not upright. So you and I do believe it's in a cavern, kind of like that's a couple of miles long. And I think that the Muslim, the Islamics, the terrorists tried to blow it up. I don't know if they did or not.
I don't understand why they do that. I mean, these are your ancestors that built this thing.
Okay. Wow.
Don't worry, they're just resting.
He's not going to get very far in life.
I mean, the guy may as well be wearing a red shirt.
His head rolled farther. He wins.
Son of a bagel? What?
Well, I think one of them yelled pedophile.
Oh. Never liked that guy.
Well, think about this, Maranya says. The copy of the movie being shown is likely digitally enhanced and also being shown on a high-quality computer screen. The flaws will show up then like neon.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like I said, if you watch the movie where there's one scene where her hair gets stuck to his face, the scene in when she grabs the book from him, when they rescue his father.
Oh.
And then he's like, well, he wasn't much of a father anyway. Oh, well.
The healing power of the Grail. See, we're watching the movie all of a sudden. We're not. We stopped.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I said, that's the danger of watching a really good film, because
we probably wouldn't have this problem if we watched.
I'm just trying to figure out who has
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Somebody has feedback in their mic.
Yes, we should watch Sharknado one time.
Let's watch all the Sharknadoes. That's what we'll do. We'll do Sharknado. Sharknado Saturday, Sharknado Sunday. I don't know.
Yeah, alrighty.
We'll all suffer together.
I do kind of like watching good movies.
Dude, I watched Z Nation. Ain't much difference.
Yeah.
Except that Z Nation had a tornado full of zombies.
A zombie NATO.
Yep, pretty much.
Z-NATO.
See, the thing is, watching bad movies, it can be just fun.
Sometimes, yeah. Depends on which one, yeah.
Because, it's ridiculous. And
Here's the Diet Coke commercial.
So, here's something, of course, that I guess we could talk about. The title.
The
Last Crusades. Now, the Crusades were actually wars. They weren't. It wasn't.
There were wars to reclaim Jerusalem.
Yeah, it wasn't the quest for the Grail, as they would, as the title would suggest. But I guess
one could argue they're fighting a war against the Nazis for the Grail.
Yeah.
A small personal war. And they even say that
Germany has declared war on the Jones boys. That one.
Yeah.
That I guess they may have, because of the Christian connotations, maybe if they called it Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail, that would have turned some people off.
Yeah, but then Sean Connery, after getting shot, would need to say, "'Tis but a scratch."
'Tis but a scratch.
Starts with a J.
Indiana Jones and the Knights who say me. Jake.
I'm curious to see where that goes down there.
I know, right? That looks like it looks like you should see the Goonies running underneath his legs.
You're not supposed to know what's going down there. Probably just a big, it's a pit. You die. But I mean, like, I want to know what else is down there. Like
Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
H-O.
Oh.
V. So, did they just guess where to step on the letters by the?
Because I was like, "There's no way they know."
That's a hard one to like. You can okay. There's blades. Let's dodge them. That's fine. But how do they walk up to it and go, "Hey, we need to spell out Jehovah. Walk on those steps."
Sure.
Well, they said that they found that he found a passage that described the trials of the Grail. So I guess researching and stuff, you could figure that out.
This, by the way, could actually be done with painting.
Yeah, I've seen people do like bathroom floors what looks like you're about to fall into a void.
Yeah. Or just the properly colored rocks placed in the exact right place.
You must believe, boy. You must believe.
And
then here goes.
He goes.
Yeah, problem with this is, have you ever taken that last step and you thought you were done with the stairs? That's how it looks like he steps onto this thing. Like, ow! Trip fall.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. Yeah.
Oh, good. Now
so the bridge disappears when it gets with a mountainside. See?
Yep. I do indeed see.
That is awesome. Because that could actually be done.
Yeah.
Also, that'd be very terrifying.
Yes, it would be. I would definitely
because if you step under the thing at the wrong place, you're dead.
Yep. There's a bridge that they made where it's glass, and I don't know who did it or if it's a permanent thing, but when you get out to the middle, if you step in the right place, it may the special effect of it is it makes it look like it's about to shatter. Okay, I thought that was kind of cool.
No, that is cool. I'm sorry. This is just a very important scene.
Hey.
Yes.
How about this guy's like, what year is it?
He chose poorly.
Do you have any alcohol?
If they called it Holy Grail, then you'd have Monty Python fans in. Sharknado, that's a Sharknado to Maranya. Yeah, I agree.
Y'all just don't want to have fun.
No TV.
I was chosen. No, I think he'd beat you right now, old man.
He's gonna poof.
Bad guys. That's all you would have to say. Bad guys.
What strange manner this is.
You must choose wisely.
The false Grail will take it from you.
Okay, no, not knowing which one it is there a cup up there where you look at it and go, okay, that would be my choice?
I don't see any wooden ones, so.
I mean, anybody who went to Bible school would know that Jesus was basically poor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there are some that are more ornate, and there are some that are very simple on there. That's not as simple as the one chosen.
I mean, even if they're not ornate, they're still like golden or silver.
Yeah, the thing is, though, when he goes to grab the real cup, it's not on there before. Or it is, and they just don't show it. They zoom in on all the other crap.
They want to leave it be for the moment.
Now, what if I just used without the cup? I just use the water.
That is my toilet water.
I've been peeing in it for years and years.
I would have let her test first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, most definitely. Either her or Indiana Jones would be drinking that shit before me.
What is happening to me?
I would get 3 guesses. 4 if I could convince the knight.
Right. Here it goes.
Now that's just makeup. And then it gets to the real stuff.
And your life it shall take.
And now we got the stop motion claymation stuff.
Dead.
Sweet. Just to remind you that he was a bad guy.
He chose poorly.
He chose poorly.
Now look, where's the cup?
It would not be made out of gold, yet the inside of it.
So what he does, I would just give it to her.
So technically, he would have had the run of the temple then. Like, he's not stuck in that room.
Yep.
So
well, didn't that mean that Indiana Jones would have eternal life?
I don't know. Looking at how old the knight is, it seems as if he would have to drink from the cup. So at a certain point in time,
it heals your wounds, keeps you a certain age. Yes.
At a certain point in time, he would have to revitalize himself. Because otherwise, why wouldn't he be a young knight?
Yeah.
And why would Indy's father be dead? And
it's possible, like, in order to not abuse the power of the Grail, he only drinks it when he knows that he is near death.
Yeah, when he needs it. Yeah. So, like, that would make sense, because then there would be a passage of time, even over 700 years, that would be just a little bit here, a little bit there. And that's why he would still get old rather than stay young.
And the thing that doesn't make sense, she's got to try and rob it. He just said it doesn't work outside the temple.
Well, actually, if you had a running start, considering how long it took for the temple to fall apart, you could make it.
Right?
I think that cup might be made of copper or bronze. That's why it's shiny.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have bronze back then.
What if you went around the?
Here we go.
Yeah, like right now, you'd be sprinting to get out.
Wow.
And the Holy Grail is lost for all time.
I would have grabbed that already.
And away she goes.
I would not be trying to save her right now, to be perfectly honest with you.
But
Nazi scum. Look, so even now she's just trying to grab the cup.
Yep.
Look, she's frozen in the moment. She only wants it for herself.
Well, it is of great significance historically. I can understand at least trying.
Hey, he let her go, Elsa. Now he wants to go.
Don't you dare.
Dude, you are 6 feet tall. She was 5 foot tall and almost reaching it. Come on. Which, by the way, there's no way.
Let it go. Elsa, let it go.
Should have told Elsa to let it go.
Let it go. Yes, okay. That is sad. That's sad that grown men can think of Frozen during Indiana Jones. I mean, I appreciate the fact that we're all nerds and geeks here, but come on, that's just a little too bit nerdy geeky.
Her name is Elsa.
And she's blonde. It's just
I like happy nerdish geeky. This is just demented and sad.
she's Austrian. Wasn't that Elsa?
Yes.
She was Nazi scum. She deserved it.
Elsa is Nazi scum. You cannot let it go.
She's the Ice Queen. Yes.
Yeah. Wow, that just looks gorgeous. What a great setting.
All right. Well, now that the temple is falling apart, we'll dig in there. We'll get the cup out. We'll be fine.
But it's only destroyed on the outside. I mean, if you get a team together, you might still be able to go and excavate.
What if it resets?
Yeah, every time. It's like a level.
Yeah.
Does the whole girl come with a time loop now?
And the way that his father gave up the Grail for his son, that is very nice. Great development.
Dad. He's Junior.
That's his name. Henry Jones Jr. I like Indiana. Look at the dog.
Oh, Indiana. I love the music. I'm turning it just for the music here. Dun 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 dun. Got me. I know the way. Ha. Lost in his own museum. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
It is great.
Dun dun dun.
They ride off into the sunset.
Dun 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 ba bum bum ba bum. What a great freaking flick!
So
a fantastic trilogy.
Yes.
Feels like the Crusade took forever to get to.
Okay, so I missed the second one, but of the three movies, which one is your favorite?
Probably Raiders.
Okay, what about you, Prof?
Okay, Raiders is my favorite movie of all time, but I honestly think that this one right here, it's just in the level of Indiana Jones. If you're watching all three, this has its own special place.
I agree that Sean Connery does definitely add something great to the mix.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a comedic tone that, I mean, they add comedy bits in Raiders, but this, yeah, he is definitely the comedic sidekick, even more so than Brody.
I would say this is my favorite of all of them. The third one.
That I don't think there's a wrong answer, Temple of Doom, but definitely between this one or Raiders of the Lost Ark, I don't think there's a wrong answer.
This seems like it has more action.
Okay. Wait, what? I don't know if it's got more action. I think it's choreographed very well, but I don't know. Yeah, I like Raiders of the Lost Ark is also my favorite film of all time.
There's a great chase team to it. I like it.
Yeah. So there you go.
And the blip.
We finished it. We don't have any more Indiana Jones to watch. They didn't make any more.
Yeah, there are no more films in the trilogy. Obviously, it's a trilogy.
Nothing extra-dimensional aliens.
From George Lucas. Yeah, his dog was named Indiana as well. Worse, you guys mentioned Frozen on a non-Disney channel.
You know, I think the thing that should not be named would have worked a lot better had they not made it aliens.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never saw it.
And Maranya's saying it's a tie. Raiders and Last Crusade have their own merits. So there you go.
True.
There you go.
All righty. The
What's
question is, should we put ourselves through that punishment?
Well, you can. I won't.
All righty, gang. So anyway, guys, if anybody's left watching there, we'd certainly appreciate you hanging out with us. And thank you, Maranya, who was adding comments all the way through,
even though she wasn't watching it.
Yeah, and I've as always, thank you very, very much for watching, and remember, stay extreme.
Oh yeah.